Ripple and XRP really entering their most dangerous and powerful chapter yet. And if you miss this, you're going to be kicking yourself. Now, October 2025 is not just another month on the calendar this year. It could be the month that XRP literally rewrites history. But there's a twist. There's always a catch. The biggest moves may happen well ahead of official approval. Just like we saw with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the run might peak ahead of the headlines. And those that chase late, those that are not ready, well, they risk becoming exit liquidity. That's just part of the story, though, isn't it? It's the short term, the traders that are going to be circling XRP for that hype run. And it will be real and it will be big. But the real wealth, however, it lies on the slow grind. Institutions slowly and steadily building billion-dollar positions through ETFs in XRP for long-term investment. That's really the big deal over the long run. Now, Ripple, they've unveiled a payment playbook that doesn't just nibble at the edges. They are taking direct aim at Swift, Circle, Stripe, even Google here. And now is the perfect time with regulatory clarity for Ripple to make their move, and it looks like they are. Meanwhile, we had two whales. They just rotated billions of dollars from Bitcoin into Ethereum. The big thing you'll hear out there is this market is going to shift back to Bitcoin. Alt season is a long ways away. Well, some of your biggest traders out there, they're disagreeing. They're seeing something different. We'll get into it. Litecoin, they tried to throw some shaded XRP. We're talking about Litecoin here. The market barely noticed. And Elon Musk lawyer, well, he's starting a $200 million Dogecoin treasury company. These crypto treasury companies don't seem like they'll ever end. We'll get into it. Let's take a look at all this. Now, XRP, understand this. This is a 95% certainty we get an XRP ETF in October. Could it fail? Could it get kicked down the road a bit more? Of course, but we have a 95% chance that it's approved. Do you think that your big money is going to sit back and wait for this, for the official announcement? You know, history rhymes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they ran hardest in the months before the ETF approval and cooled off after the headlines. Now, we may not have that same cooling effect because we're in the middle of a growth cycle right now for crypto. It's a different time. You may see a massive run up and then growth continue after that ETF is approved. You have to understand that. But still, you don't want to miss this move. You don't want to sit around thinking, well, I got till October. Like, markets are forward looking. You have to understand that. If we're going to get a pop here, it's likely not going to wait till the official announcement. Now, hype now, but habit later. Of course, short-term appreciation. Expect a pre-October pop as traders position for approval. We're going to see that. You know it's going to happen. But long-term, it's about adoption. Real wealth. It's a slow grind after approval. Billions in institutional flows accumulating an XRP ETF position through ETFs. Now, we saw this with Ethereum, and it's been slow, but now the market's getting their mind around the altcoin market and these different networks and the values they bring. And now we are seeing Ethereum kick into overdrive and really outperform Bitcoin in the ETF arena, which is surprising, but it's going to happen with XRP as well. It may take a little bit of time, but they're going to want exposure to the broader crypto market, understand the inherent value that XRP brings to this ecosystem, to this global crypto ecosystem, and they're going to start building out long-term positions in XRP, which should keep rising XRP's price floor here. Now, patience and position, you have to be ready. Don't be chasing, big runs. You got to be in there ahead of time. And this is as simple as it gets. You know it's coming. It's only a matter of time here. Now, Ripple, they go public with their payments playbook here. Ripple just demoed an interactive platform that puts RLUSD and XRP at the center of global money movement. Understand that they're not ignoring XRP. RLUSD is just another tool in their arsenal here to go out here and build the future. Instant bridge liquidity, fast conversions, low-cost enterprise-grade tools for banks and corporates across 50 countries. And this isn't just a teaser. It's a go-to-market blueprint here, aimed at Swift, Circle, Stripe, and even Google. Watch for pilots, and I think we're going to get some big announcements here, some big people that are coming on board, especially now that we have clarity here in the U.S. market, and other markets globally are following suit. Now is the go live time, and you can tell they have shifted it into overdrive, and they are serious here. The Zhao, so close to launch here. They are simply stress testing the functionality of the EVM sidechain to make sure it is market ready. Go ahead, go to Zhao, link down below. Put your email in here so you're on the wait list and you know when launch comes. And I'm telling you, This is the canary in the coal mine. Next level application using the XRP Ledger's main chain functionality, NFT technology, the EVM sidechain, putting it all together to make this really powerful application. You're going to want to be involved. Again, link down below, go to ZaoDao, put your email in there, and join the waitlist so you know when this sucker's ready to launch. It's a big moment in XRP Ledger history. Now, a lot of people are telling us, oh, Bitcoin is going to return and just dominate, and altcoins are going to bleed to nothing. I disagree. First of all, we know October is going to be huge for the altcoin market because of ETFs, but further, your big money's telling you something different. We had one whale alone via Hyperliquid move Bitcoin into Ethereum, acquiring 416 Ethereum tokens, $2 billion, over $2 billion, I think $2.4 billion. We had a second whale make a $221 million Ethereum acquisition. Again, moving 2,000 Bitcoin into Ethereum. They are telling us they believe this market is going to alt season a lot sooner than most people think. Follow the big money. They know what's going on. Traditionally, these are probably family offices, hedge funds, very sophisticated investors. They're not just, drawing lines all over squiggly charts. They are telling us and putting the money down, saying alt season's here, it's coming quick, and I agree with them. I think we're going to see some big moves in the altcoin space here shortly. Now, Litecoin, they threw some shaded XRP. They wrote some really, off-the-wall posts. You can check it if you want. I'm not even going to bother going over it, but, XRP right now, racking up ETF filings, enterprise traction, headlines, and the only highlight LTC has is, well, it's a Bitcoin testnet of some sort, but really Bitcoin developers don't even use it or respect it. This has been almost a decade since Litecoin has been relevant. I remember 2017, it seemed like it might do something. When everyone's going at you, gunning at you, trying to throw shade at you, that means you're winning, right? They're trying to jump on your name and get a little bit of press. That's all Litecoin can do, is put out stupid tweets. This is the deadest project I've ever seen. It still has liquidity and volume, and people use it to some extent, but it will never be relevant again, and it will never be a top 10 coin again. It is a dinosaur from years past, and they could write about XRP all they want. No one really is listening. Now, this is interesting. We're seeing another one of these crypto treasury companies, $200 million in Dogecoin. Elon Musk lawyer Alex Spiro is set to chair a Dogecoin treasury company, raising $200 million, kind of looking to do a MicroStrategy type playbook here. I really think these are going to drive prices during this bull run, during this growth phase. But at the end of this cycle, I think, these treasury companies are going to go under because they're not sustainable. You're taking people's money to buy crypto. They could do that themselves. You're not adding any value. You are just taking out loans to buy more of a volatile asset. You have no underlying business to service those loans. And while it's popular right now, I think most of these are going to blow up. It's not going to be great. If you have an underlying business and you want to hold some crypto on your treasury to help sustain value over the long term, that makes sense. That's a great use of crypto, these global currencies. But not just let me take your money, buy some crypto, take out some loans, buy some more crypto. Like, this is going to probably be like the FTX type of Terra Luna type of situation at the end of this cycle that blows up and brings the whole crypto space down. It's in the rage right now. We could take advantage of it probably to pump crypto to some extent, but I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a good vehicle. I don't think it's a good playbook. I don't even like what Michael Saylor is doing, and Bitcoin is a heck of a lot less volatile than a lot of these altcoins. I mean, Dogecoin, you can imagine where it's going to go by the top of this cycle and how low it'll go afterwards. And I think Bitcoin is far too volatile to be doing these types of things with. Let me know what you think, though, down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.